Men stuff right
real,
there.
Man.
Real men
No,
stuff.
man, because you don't know how this shit came together.
That's right. That's
You
right.
said you dropped a whisper on me.
Calvin, listen to me. What do you think that was going on in the corner? Was there too many voices in the corner?
No, it was a big misunderstanding.
Okay.
Tank was trying to explain what was going on with the hair, and Cal.
Like many boxers do after their first loss or draw, Gervonta Davis has recently blamed his coach, Calvin Ford, for his poor performance against Roach. Ford, appearing emotional in a live video, talked about the sacrifices he made for Tank and how little he feels he's been appreciated for his help. The two have been together for over 10 years, and Ford feels Tank has been unfair to him.
I was gone, and he came to me and said, "Yo, we got to do such." See,
It's
Hold
okay.
it back.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
This
That's
is
real.
Although Tank believed Calvin Ford would be with him on March 1st, Ford had his own reasons for not coaching Davis for this particular fight. Now, with the possibility of his draw with Roach being turned into a loss, Ford has been removed from the team. Fans were used to seeing Ford and Kenny Ellis by Tank's side, similar to the relationship between Mike Tyson and Customato, or more recent examples like Canelo and Eddie Rosso. But seeing Barry Hunter with Tank instead of Ford and Ellis wasn't the scenario fans expected.
So everything is good with Calvin because it's the first time he's not the head trainer in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Calvin, again, I said Calvin's pop.
Speaking to Fight Hub TV, Calvin Ford opened up about the situation Davis fought on a major PBC Amazon Prime PPV card, which included multiple exciting matchups. And Ford saw how Davis's training prepared him for the fight. Ford, who's from Baltimore, recalled sparring with Roach from DC in the gym and respecting his opponent's work ethic. He thought this would be a good opportunity for Davis, and clarified that nothing was changing in their approach. Ford mentioned he was simply stepping back, but the training structure would remain unchanged. The reporter clarified that this wasn't a breakup or fallout between Ford and Davis.
I mean, he will always be around, you know what I mean? So, that's Pop's nice, like I said. So, yeah.
The reporter asked if the temporary separation between the two made their bond stronger, similar to when family members spend time apart and appreciate each other more upon reuniting. Ford responded that while he wasn't directly coaching Tank, knowing that Tank was still training gave him peace of mind. Ford mentioned how the time apart allowed them both to realize how much they missed each other, and when Ford returned to the gym, it was clear that Davis missed him as well. Barry Hunter also provided reassurance that this temporary change didn't mean any permanent split.
Yeah, without me, without Calvin, it wouldn't be no me. You know what I mean? Because at first, when I came into the...
Calvin Ford will still be part of Tank's coaching team, and Barry Hunter, Boogie, and Kenny Ellis will be present too, even though Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis won't be in Tank's corner for the next fight. Hunter made it clear that changes in Tank's team are not unusual and reassured fans that this wasn't a major issue. Hunter, who has been with Tank since his amateur days, reminded fans that the internet often spreads misinformation. He also emphasized that Tank is like family to him, so the shakeup is likely temporary, and things could return to the old setup soon.
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin, you know what I mean?
It was recently confirmed that there's been a split between coach Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis after more than 10 years together. Ford confirmed the news, but external factors seem to have played a role in the separation. Davis has remained silent on the issue since rumors started circulating, but now we know a bit more.
Just did. We got off the canvas once. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about do you got that will.
Breaking his silence, the story has shifted a little. It's no longer just about Calvin Ford's offense, but also a growing issue involving Leonard Ellerbe. Ever since Ellerbe left Mayweather Promotions, he's no longer stuck in the middle between Davis and Floyd Mayweather. After leaving, Ellerbe has focused all his attention on Tank Davis, and while he's been helpful, Ford believes many of Davis's poor decisions stem from Ellerbe's influence.
Yeah, he already seen it. That's the difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, how about Tank can't, every fight Tank come to tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
This is why Calvin Ford has grown frustrated with Leonard Ellerbe's constant presence around Tank. Initially, it was just Davis, Ford, and Kenny Ellis, a trio that even Floyd Mayweather had to respect. But after leaving Mayweather Promotions and bringing Ellerbe along, their unity has been threatened.
I talk to him. I'm not talking to little Tank anymore. I'm talking to the grown man Tank. For being with him for so many years, it's amazing.
Tank Davis has started making poor career choices, according to his trainers, and they believe Leonard Ellerbe is manipulating him. The rest of Tank's camp feels that Ellerbe is only interested in whoever is most profitable for him. He was with Floyd Mayweather when it was beneficial, and once that ended, he shifted his focus to Tank. Davis's team feels this way too, which ultimately led to Davis parting ways with his coach, Calvin. Leonard Ellerbe played a huge role in Mayweather's career, promoting massive fights including Mayweather vs. Pacquiao, and helped build Davis into a PPV star. After Davis separated from Mayweather Promotions in 2022, he fought notable opponents like Rolly Romero, Hector Luis Garcia, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin. Some believe leaving Floyd Mayweather was the best thing for Tank's career, as boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult has suggested. Davis and Mayweather have been feuding on social media recently, exchanging digs at each other.
Davis in is a big fight. Right. And Tank's gonna get every last one of these guys y'all want him to get. You just can't get them all in one night.
Did you see what he tweeted at Shakur?
No, I didn't.
After Davis's recent fight with Frank Martin and Leonard Ellerbe's departure from Mayweather Promotions, the boxing commentator discussed why it was a smart move for Davis to leave Floyd. Although Floyd Mayweather has been one of the sport's biggest names, the commentator explained that Floyd's focus is mostly on money. A lot has changed for Davis, and now we understand that before Davis's fight with Frank Martin, Coach Calvin Ford hinted at what the future might hold, with his words now playing out between him and Tank. Now we understand why. Davis's coach, Calvin Ford, said, "Watching him in camp scares me because of the things he's doing and his maturity." Ford believes that when Davis steps into the ring, he'll hurt Frank Martin. Ford shared that Davis is very focused and attentive, even listening carefully to conversations. Speaking with Fight Hype, Ford urged people not to read too much into the no-show, as it wasn't a major issue.
Oh, watching them in camp, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? Because of the things that he's doing and his maturity of,
Ford apologized to the fans, addressing the delay of Davis's arrival, which was 90 minutes later than expected. He explained that Davis had been delayed but would make up for it on fight night. Ford reassured fans, saying, "You'll want to see the performance he's going to put on." He added, "I used to be like you all, waiting and wondering. But now I let him do his thing because that's what makes Tank great." Ford compared it to how sometimes we don't feel like going to work, but we push through, implying that Davis was getting ready in his own way.
A press conference. Let's look at history. Let's look at his stats.
For sure.
So, again, but how many times y'all came here, y'all, he did, one time he did showed up in one.
Ford emphasized that Tank Davis has never missed a press conference before and reminded people to look at his history and track record. Ford finally gave a warning to Frank Martin, saying on behalf of Davis that Martin should be ready for what Davis will bring.
And for the fans, who do the conspiracy theory, there's no concerns,
No, we great.
Yeah.
We great. Trust me. Y'all want y'all guy to come out and put on that show for y'all. Trust me.
Ford spoke confidently as Davis prepared for his first fight back after 14 months, saying, "We've been waiting for this for a long time." He expressed that the goal was to deliver an incredible performance for the fans, emphasizing that it was all about giving them a great show. Davis has been scaring everyone, not just Calvin Ford. Even Floyd Mayweather has felt it. Unsurprisingly, their ongoing conflict is partly linked to Mayweather, which has contributed to the tension between Davis and Ford.
And I'm like, okay, I
Why would he like him? Why would he like him? He's a great fighter, but he's a horrible, horrible person.
Floyd Mayweather and Tank Davis have had a rocky relationship, and both are doing everything they can to get back at each other. The two share many friends and acquaintances, including Leonard Ellerbe and Calvin Ford. Mayweather expected more loyalty from Ellerbe, given their history, and was frustrated when Ellerbe tried to stay neutral between him and Davis. Floyd wanted Ellerbe to pick a side, And when he didn't, Floyd decided to cut ties.
So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is, and again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that because he's not on my level.
Similarly, Tank Davis expected the same level of loyalty from his trainer, Calvin Ford, who has been with him since the beginning of his career. While Ford didn't exactly stay neutral, Davis wanted more from him. He expected Ford to be as outspoken and unfiltered about Floyd Mayweather as Davis has been. When Ford didn't display that same level of boldness, Davis made the decision to cut him off.
Fans watching this would be like, well, why does Leonard feel this way? Like, I've been covering the sport. I know the relationship, but they're going to be
history will tell you everything you need to know about him.
That's all for now for the latest updates on news, events, and moments in the world of boxing. Stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss quality content like this. Until next time.